Got another one for you. How you doing today, boys? How are you doing today on this fine day? Good afternoon, good morning, good midday, wherever it is around the world. We've got Swisher Guts playing as Portugal. You've seen this Portugal before. Swisher Guts likes to do that 10-10 Portugal fast industrial. Going up against Nihao, I don't know, against someone from the East Asian community. Good to see, these sort of names that I'm not familiar with playing, at quite a high elo on the ladder. This is a elo ladder game. And so it's really good to see names that I don't often see because obviously, there's different communities and they're all kind of, joining the high rank ladder community, and that's really good to see. So we'll see what this guy's got up his sleeve. I have no idea who it is. I have absolutely no idea who it is. He's playing India though, and I know we've got a lot of India fanboys out there. I think India's a pretty popular civ. It's not a popular civ per se, but it's people do like India because it's been in the game for a long time. So you do get those old school India mains as well. So we'll see what this guy's got up his sleeve. Going to be picking up Stray Dog here, which is always good. Early age 1. It's always very, very good. He should easily be able to access these treasures with no problem whatsoever. Let's go have a look at Swisher, see what he's doing. Going for that early TP. Pretty standard. He has gone for a house though as well, and I believe he looks like he's picked up some wood. He did 45 wood, so he picked up the 45 wood after he got the house and the TP wood down. It's not bad, not bad. There is that Fatorius. Semi-FF Boomy Boy. Boomy Boy. So look at this deck. Look at this deck. Absolutely so confident he needs no H2 cards. That's the power of Portugal in the meta at the moment. Needs no military units in age 1 or 2. And he can just plonk down that second TC and essentially get into the fortress or the industrial age very, very quickly, very, very effectively. Even has 1 covered wagon and 2 covered wagons in his deck. Now that is confidence. Now, so let's think of the limit like that. So, what's the limit they can have? Is it 4 TCs or 5 TCs? Add that at 6 TCs. Add that. We're talking like 8 TCs it's possible to have. So 3, 4, 5. 5 in the Imperial Age. 6, 7, 8. So you can have up to 8 wagons. 8 TC wagons. Imagine having 8 TCs with Fatorius Trickle. That is pretty good. That is pretty good. So it's not cards you see very often. It does have 1k wood and 1600 wood as well on top of that. So very, very Fortress Industrial focused there. Going to be picking up a couple of stray sheep. India going to be picking up some food here. Let's go have a look over at India, see what they are doing. Just about aging up now. Going up with the Agrifort. A very defensive Agrifort. First shipment has been Distributivism, so very standard here. Take a look at his deck. I mean, a lot of Fortress cards, a decent chunk of Industrial cards as well. So maybe we could see something, Fortress. He is doing a defensive aggro, so the aggro's not kind of, here or here. So it doesn't look like he's going to try and apply too much H2 pressure. I could be wrong. Did pick up that dog, and that's going to allow him to pick up 85 XP very comfortably there. His explorers are pretty much full HP, so yeah, he's doing a good job of picking up lots of XP, getting lots of treasures. And India's XP line, XP trickle is generally quite bad, so they don't get cards as quickly as most other civs. It's kind of the same as Germany. Not every XP XP curve is the word I'm looking for, is the same. You got like Spain, for example, that are very quick. You get USA and Mexico, which get XP crates, and they got very quick XP curves. Germany and India are ones that don't get probably the lowest XP curves in the game. And that's because they get bonuses. They get bonuses for every shipment. Like India get an extra villager, Germany get extra Ulons. So that kind of makes sense from a balance perspective. Did get nerfed a little while back to about 1 or 2%. But so India, they're sort of mid, sort of on the civilization tier list. They're around the sort of middle table mark. Still a decent civ, very decent civ. They're quite a flexible civ. Still have some scary H2 rushes and whatnot. So let's have a quick look, see what he's doing. He has got a market down, an extra house now as well. Starting to get some market tech, so that we've got hunting eagles, blanket fillers. Foreign Login is the first card, so playing pretty eco heavy there. That's you know, pretty standard though, eco a little bit. Nothing too crazy rush wise. Might be picking up a nice 50 coin here as well. Let's go have a look over at Swisher. Classic 700 gold first card, straight into 700 wood. Has already shipped Fatoria, so he's got that third card coming in, and that's the power of getting that early trading post. H3 coming in. He's going up with a marksman, so no fast age up. Deciding to go for the skirmishers, and he sees absolutely zero pressure at the moment, so that's absolutely fine. You know, the skirmishers is definitely a safe bet versus kind of any sepoy rush or Gurkhas, you know, anything like that. So could be a cav timing here. Could get a nice cav timing though, India, if they're aware of that. 700 wood is coming in. We'll see what he's going to be doing with that. See what the second card is coming in for India. So foreign logging. So we've gone for, you know, distributed them into foreign logging. So he's got, you know, 2.35 trickle plus 1.25. So that's 4.6. So he's got a 4. If my math is correct, which people in the comment section I'm sure will figure that out. A 4.6 wood trickle. That is pretty damn good. That's basically what. I mean, that's... So did I say 4.6? I meant 3.6, right? 3.6. What am I talking about? 4.6. Oh my god, even now oh my god, my math is so bad. Hiya, 3.6 wood trickle. But that's still like the equivalent of like 6 villagers, 7 villagers on wood, unupgraded on wood. So now he doesn't have to have anyone on wood to produce villagers. He's just going to be able to utilize those 2 trickles and let that do all the work for him. He did go for 700 gold, so it looks like a sort of semi-FF, like a semi-greed FF. And he's playing against Port, so he kind of probably knows he can get away with it. He did build 5 sepoys, plus the 2 that he aged up with the Agra Fort. That has given him an army of 7 sepoys. So yeah, basically a semi-greed FF here. Which would be scary if he was going up against the 10-10 FF. And look, here come the skirmishers, so very, very safe bet. Like I said, almost always going to see sepoys out for India at some point during the game. There comes that third TC. Does have his explorers in there, though. So these guys are going to do some work, look. And he's got no anti-cab, no TC fire, okay? Now TC fire is coming in. Yeah, very nice work there. Just keeping them at bay, really. Making sure they're not sneaking up on him. Going to be picking up his explorer, potentially. No, maybe not. That's unfortunate. Could have picked up a hero there. Going up, what's he going up with? The Taj Mahal. Okay, the Taj Mahal. Third TC is going to try and take some map control over here. You know, always the first TC generally is always a very defensive TC, just in case your opponent rushes. And then if you don't see any early aggression, the third TC is allowed to kind of just wander over and try and take some nice map control, securing this hunt and gold mine. So building that with the max amount of villagers, which is 8. He's going to be 8. Look at this age up time, though, for India here. He did go for 5 sepoys, so it's not like it's not like it's a naked FF. You know, he still has a decent mass to protect himself here, or to cause, you know, take down TPs. It would have been effective to take down this TP with those sepoys. And now he's into the age of it, like 8 minutes 20 or whatever it was, which is pretty nice. And wow, I haven't even been keeping track. Look at his macro. So because he's been allowed to get there for free, and because he got those market techs, and don't forget, he's somehow on 29 villagers, plus the 3.6 wood chickle that he's on, he's going to go to industrial for free, essentially here. He has that Agra Fort for defense. He has these sepoys for defense. You know, and Skirm Goon here for Swisher. If there's not an early free organ gun push here, there is not a lot of siege to deal with this Agra Fort. And because of that, this India player is smart. He's taken full advantage of the fact that Portugal are not going to be pushing in his base or not sieging down this Agra Fort. And now at 9 minutes 25, he's putting down the Shamana gate. Wow. Wow, we're going to see an industrial. We're seeing a fast industrial here from India. And all he did was just sneak up there for free. No 1K gold cards. He hasn't had to send a single shipment in Age 3 here. So, you know, think about this from a defensive perspective. If the opponent was pushing here, he could still just have the resources to go into Industrial and then ship, what, 8 Gurkhas or, you know, one of these cards for an extra bit of defense. So that's clever. That is... going up with 8 villagers again, building this wonder. So he's going to be... Look how fast this Industrial is. This is a scary build from India. Let's have a look at Swisher Guts. He's on 34 Vils. So he's not even that far ahead, but he is on 3 TCs with Fatorius right now. And look at this. The one covered wagon? That's essentially... I mean, it's basically 500 resources. I mean, I don't know. It looks like his first shipment was probably 1K wood as well on top of all of this. He's built down a church. He's put down some infrastructure. A couple houses. So he's really going full eco here. He's gone for 1K wood. Okay, looks like he stopped that one covered wagon and decided to go for the fort instead, which I definitely think is a better option. But India have already aged up. And they aged up to get those 2 disciplined Mahots. And look at these guys, 1100 HP. And then if there's not a lot of anti-cav there, yeah, they are going to be really, really scary. Obviously, his heroes as well. They get 1,000 HP each. They have that special ability of Stomp. And look at the card he's sending. His first shipment is Indian gunpowder. Wow, so that is basically a 10% hit point and all actions damage and makes them cheaper, I believe. Yeah, Sepoy hit points and damage increase. The cost and chain time are reduced. So I love how he shipped that card already before he's even got veterancy and guard text for the Sepoys. So that's kind of a really cool. That's an interesting card. I did not expect that first. So that's interesting. Yeah, I mean, like, build time is minus 15% and their food and coin cost is minus 10%. So that's kind of like an eco card essentially. But it's also an upgrade at the same time. That works also for the Mansabar unit. And look how much a normal Sepoy costs now. 27 gold and 81 food. That's a cool card. I like that. And are we going to see basically just full mass Sepoy? What's he going to add with it here? He's going for the 9 Yurumi. And the one thing I've always liked about India and why I think they're still a very scary civ is because they, you know, even for these fortress or industrial builds, that you can continually build villages whilst making wonders, whilst aging up. So you can constantly building villages. But each shipment that is sent, he also gets an extra villager. So, you know, during all of this industrial play here, he still has 38 villagers. It's only 12.5 minutes, and he's in industrial age with 38 villagers. That's scary. That is scary. Now he's got a scary mass of, you know, industrial tech Yurumi, industrial tech Mahouts. He's got Sepoys, which now have disciplined techs coming in. This is scary. This is scary, but the problem is, can he deal with Skirm Goon? Let's go have a look. Does have Skirm Goon. We do have a couple of Culverins. They're naked Culverins. There comes that extra covered wagon. So now he's on 4 TCs. This could be scary. But Skirm Goon is good, but if you get a load of... If the Yurumi or Mahouts can connect, you know, these Sepoys have really good ranged attack. That's what Sepoys are known for. You know, they're like the Janissaries, but in a flip reverse, they have not the high HP, but they have the high damage attack. So 35 ranged attack. Still have 258 HP as well. Do we have a consulate down? Doesn't look like we have a consulate just yet. He's got a decent amount of export here. And that's another thing as well on top of all of this. By the time he does put a consulate down, he'll be able to get some really nice, big, juicy units with that. Takes down a market. Is he going to back up or is he going to decide to go? Looks like he's deciding to, it's go time. And the Mahouts are diving in. One goes down before it can even do a swing. He's got a load of goons there. The Sepoys, though, the Yurumi, that's what's scary here. The Mahouts just needed to get a couple of snares. And now the Yurumis are just jumping on board. Look at these guys. And even though they specialize versus heavy infantry, they're still going to wreck goon skirms if they're allowed to. And the Sepoys behind all of this can just do so much damage. Look at these Yurumis go. They're going to clear out these Culverins, which are basically, I'm not sure what he was banking on. Maybe Ports were banking on the 2 rockets card being sent here, but going naked like that is always a risk because they've essentially have been worthless here. Organ guns would have been much more effective. British East India Company in now, so even more Sepoy up cards here. Really going full out for these Sepoys. We've got some Sepoy raids going on down here at the same time. And just like this, at a flip of a switch, I thought it was looking good. Some organ guns do come out. Just as it was looking really, really good for Portugal and they're scaling here. Now, all of a sudden, look at this mass of Sepoys. Sepoys now have 278 HP and 38 range attack. Holy cow. Killing so many villagers here as well. Could this be some? Could we be onto something with this industrial, kind of fast industrial Sepoy build here? Wow, now going for Team Shivaji's. Shivajis. We'll call it Shivajis. Team Safari. Is that really worth sending? That's a team card, and it's all actions plus 5% and hit points plus 5%. So that is going to be a buff for these Sepoys, but is it really worth just 5% hit points damage? This guy is confident and he is flexing. Let's have a look at the stat increases. So he gets only +1 attack and not a lot of HP, but he obviously thinks it's worth it. Now the guard techs are coming in. Now we're getting the honored Sepoys. Now these guys are gonna be scary. They are gonna be scary. I did see the consulate go down now as well. And ceasefire being called. Interesting. Oh, he sees that. That's why he wanted to call it. Just see if he can walk up on these organ guns, but it doesn't look like he's going to be able to. And where did that consulate go down? We do see the Ottolot consulate. And if my eyes do not, how much does the Bombard tech cost? Maybe he's waiting for the Bombard tech. He's now shipping 3 siege jellies. He's rebuying his Sepoy, Mansabar Sepoy. And don't forget, though, that Sepoys are cheaper at the moment, so they're easier to mass, and they get built a lot quicker. Still has that fort, though, these 2 TPs over here. Sorry, 2 CCs. So he's still on 4 TCs. A market going down now. And 48 vils for India. 61 for ports. And, yeah, he lost a fair few villagers there. And he lost just like a lot of time was wasted with the amount of villager seconds walking. But his scaling is super scary right now. He's on 4 TCs, but India looking pretty scary now. And 850, I think it looked. And the 2 bombards are coming. We are going to see Musk Falk with India. An industrial Musk Falk with India. And don't forget, yeah, he's got those 3 siege elephants. So essentially like a Musk Falk Culverin. And it's only at 17.5 minutes here. This is going to be scary. Honored siege elephant as well. So he's getting these boys teched as well. And that's perfect versus the fort because these guys do outrange the fort. Where are those bombards? There they are. There they are. Look at these Sepoys. Look, 43 range damage. 347 HP on top of that as well. These boys are scary, and this is what I like to see. Good old Musk Falk. Any iteration of Musk Falk, I am all for it. I am all for it. These poor elephants must be absolutely shitting themselves. Just imagine just gunpowder cannon going off just above your head. With the size of those ears, they must hear everything 100 times harder. They are some brave elephants, I have to say. Bang, there goes the fort. That's going to give him lots of XP. He's going to give him another shipment on top of this. And these are no ordinary Great Bombards. No, no, no. These are consulate version of Great Bombards. So they have basically 10% increased stats. Look at this 575 Bombard attack. That's insane. So insane. On top of this, he's now going for Elephant Combat. And that's all to buff these Honored Siege Elephants. This guy knows what he's doing. 5 Culverins now coming out. That's obviously to deal with the Great Bombards. And, you know, Culverins do decent damage versus Siege Jellies as well. I can't keep look. I know I want to look at Portugal, Swisher Guts, but I can't stop looking at his opponent. And I mean, Portugal, 72 veils, map control as well. Got lots of natural resources still. This is still Swisher Guts could definitely win this, even though he's 4K scored down. It's all going to come down to micro, but I feel like he needs Hussars at this point. Even though this is, you say there, look how many Sepoys there are. He needs either Hussars or lots of Halberdiers. He needs something to kind of act as a meat shield here. And he's missing batches of halberdiers. He only has 2 military buildings plus an artillery. Can he mass enough stuff quick enough? And, oh, he might be able to pick off these siege if he's not paying attention, though. No, Swisher Guts, pay attention, hi-ya. And with all of these organ guns, that's going to be important to take down these siege elephants. But there's 5 of them now. These guys are pretty quick as well, 4 speed. And they're just going to be able... Look how they waddle. I love how they just waddle. And they just one-hit organ guns. Take that, organ guns. And just like that, almost all of them get cleaned up. Wow. But the Culverins do clip a siege elephant themselves. These guys will trade well. The siege elephants versus Culverins will trade well versus each other. But the Sepoys can just walk up on him. No traffic lights for him. He's just got green light. Go, go, go. Look at that. Even the Bombard's getting a piece of the action there. And these Sepoys, look at this Manticore stats. It's just, they're so tough now. They've got so many upgrade cards. Sepoy Raid's going to go down here. The fort is gone. Oh, my God. Just like this. Musk Falk for India. Oh, look at those great Bombards. Oh, God, it's just beautiful. Second TC now going down. 83 vills. 83 vills for Portugal. Like I said, with that 5 TC booming, or 4 TC booming rather, really, really scary. But 59 vills for India. He's not too far behind, and he's just got the mass here. The goons are going to kind of try and find a way to kill these Bombards. He's not even shooting at them, but to be honest with you, I'm not sure it matters, to be honest, because they wouldn't barely, you know, dent the paintwork on the Great Bombards. They're so tough. 547 HP with 75% range was so scary. Now Sepoy Raid's at it again. 5 more organ guns coming in, but he needs Culverins. He just needs a way of dealing with these Sepoys, and there's just no... There's Sepoys everywhere. There are Sepoys everywhere, and that's the power. Look at 85. Let's have a double check. He's on 95 Sepoys. It's 22 minutes of the game. And that's thanks to these techs of making them cheaper and produce faster. And just like that, Swisher Guts calls it. He's got nothing to deal with it. He's 10k score down, even though he has the eco lead. What a fantastic display there by India. Any of you India mains out there, I would highly advise you check this fast industrial build out. Didn't need to send a single card in Age 3. And not even a TP either. Just a nice kind of 5 Sepoy semi-FF straight into the Sepoy upgrade cards, Yurumi cards. And then got the consulate down for the... This guy knows what he's doing. The timing of all of this was just beautiful. And yeah, called the ceasefire when he needed to call it. You know, that's an extra defensive kind of capability there. Yeah, really, really nice play there. Really fantastic industrial build there. And Swisher Guts just didn't push. He didn't have the siege early on. Should have been pushing with 3 organ guns early, but he was played very placid, very timid. Relied on his fort to do a lot of work. And with no meat shield, the Skirm Goon just got wrecked. GG, well played. Yeah, Swisher Guts losing so many villagers there as well. 14 villagers go down. And not even that much extra resources. 121 Sepoys at just gone the 20-minute mark with an industrial build there. That guy knew exactly what he was doing. That guy's, you know, that's a 2K ELO player at least right there. Fantastic gameplay. Good to see an India FI, which you don't see very often, on the ladder, going up against Swisher Guts, Portugal, which is a scary civ at the moment. Guys, hope you guys enjoyed that one as much as I did, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.